Hello, good evening, and welcome back to Pillow Talk with Toni-Marie. How is everybody? How is your evening going? Hopefully, it's going great. Hopefully, you had a wonderful day and you are sitting in your PJs with your nightcap, ready to dive into some pillow talk. So, tonight's nightcap, and I promise, like every night, every time I do a video, that I'll have some type of drink, or and it won't necessarily be alcohol, but it'll be some kind of you know you call it a nightcap, whether it's milk, wine, whatever tickles your fancy. So tonight, and I'm not even trying to advertise, so I don't know if I should do this, but it's really a light passion fruit seltzer. It's only like 5% alcohol in there, so I put some fruit, kind of made it, I don't know, a sangria. I got some strawberries, pineapple, and some blueberries in there. So it's really good. It's kind of light. It's like a refreshing spring drink, although it's not spring here. Anyway, thank you for joining me. Welcome. So tonight, y'all, tonight's pillow talk is about, something warm, something, that makes you have butterflies. I'm wearing some clues. There's some clues in this video, and I wonder if you can guess what it is. Anybody can guess? Anybody can guess? It's about love. Duh. No. I'm early. Okay. As we know, our lovers' favorite holiday is coming up next month, February the 14th, Valentine's Day. Which, is supposed to be a day of love, of warmth, and getting dressed up, doing all the lovey-dovey stuff. Yep. A Valentine's Day is not always exciting for everybody, specifically my singles. But it don't have to be that way, okay? Right? It don't have to be that way. Let me tell you, I'm single. I am still on the market. I've been single now 9 years, I believe, since my divorce. Yeah, about 8 or 9 years in between there. And trust me, I have spent many of holidays alone, sad, and in my feelings. I have. But I decided after so long, you get tired of going through the blues and the Valentine's Day. So I actually, after a breakup, and anybody who's experienced a long marriage, I was married for 16 years. And I guess that don't really matter as long, but experiencing a breakup period, you as you get older, you start to doing some inner work. You start to question, well, why didn't this work out, and this and that and all the other. You start to really do some deep, inner, like I said, inner work and some healing and stuff. So, and during that time, you actually learn to love yourself more. You see ways where you possibly haven't been good to your own self. So I'm saying that to say, as the years have gone by, I had learned how to not be sad anymore on Valentine's Day or any holidays for that matter. I'm human. Everybody wants to have the fairy tale, get taken out for dinner, dressed up to the nines where everybody's looking, and, being surprised at work with chocolates and flowers and balloons. Everybody wants that. Everybody wants to feel like a princess, that day, and possibly get proposed to, So you fellas, chivalry never dies. But yeah, everybody wants to feel that way. So I think where us as singles, fail at is not learning to do those things for ourselves. So I started, taking myself, I have 4 children, and back then my children were, of course, much younger. And I started doing the things for them that I wanted done for me. I think several years in a row, I either showed up to their school with balloons, flowers, candy. I think a couple of years I bought like my daughter's a ring, a really nice, pretty ring. And my son, he was still young enough to where he appreciated a balloon, a teddy bear, nice little teddy bear, or some candy. Who don't like chocolate? So I would do stuff like that with my kids and for my kids. And so there's just so many different things that you can do on Valentine's Day that can help you with the lover's blues. You take yourself out to dinner. Put on that dress you've been dying to wear. And put on that nice, expensive perfume. We're talking about you. You're treating you. And who better to love you and treat you with the finest things but yourself? And you never know, while you're out by yourself, there may be somebody, out there doing the same thing. And I just believe in fate. I believe in, I believe when you've done the work on yourself and you've healed, and, you start to attract what's inside, and this sounds cliche. It sounds like, oh, here we go with the law of attraction, but it's actually a thing. Whether you believe in it or not, you're attracting something every day in every area of your life. You're using the law of attraction. So, but in this specific case, we're talking about attracting love and attracting a mate. And so it's what's in you is what you attract more of to yourself. And so you have to think about that. Like, do I really want to attract a mate, off of desperation, of old wounds and old baggage? Do you really want to attract a mate that way? And then too, a lot of times you really have to be careful where your mindset is around these times of the year, when the holidays hit, because believe it or not, even women have that black book. We have that Rolodex, or we still have those contacts of those people, who we know we could kick it with and we could dabble back in, that aren't the greatest people to keep in our lives. But because this time of the year, we allow it to get us into desperation mode and lonely mode, that we start to do, we fall back and do things that we really don't want to do. And that you'll end up regretting, and being shameful about afterwards. You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. You want to attract good things. You want to attract new love partner, but genuine, and one thing you can't do is fake the universe. You can't. If it's not in you, trust me, you can't fool the universe in bringing you something that's not genuine. So how you start to do that is you start to do those things for yourself. You start to look for ways and avenues to show yourself more love. And Those are just some ways. And I mean, if you are not there yet and going out to dinner and seeing all these other couples and stuff is going to be too much for you, then I wouldn't do that. You know, I would do something else. You can cook something for yourself at home. And if you're not a cook, you can order out, pick it up. But set the mood, you know, have a nice glass of wine, play you some smooth jazz or some nice slow music. Get you a red light bulb, put it into the light fixture or ceiling fan, you know, give it that red tint for Valentine's Day. Get you some white candles and I don't know. And then who knows, you might even have a cry session on that day. And that's okay because it's all a part of healing and it's all a part of loving yourself. You might start crying and have memories, and then before you know it, by the end of the night, you smiling, you know. So it's a necessary thing. And who knows, maybe by next Valentine's Day, you would have attracted something genuine, you know, a genuine partner. So oh man, I wish I could just be on with people, but I know that you have to have a certain amount of subscribers because I'm pretty sure there are many of you out there who have way more tips than I just provided. And who knows, it would have been really fun to get on for Valentine's Day weekend and probably have a live date with one another, all of us singles. And maybe that would have been a match session. We don't know. Have you ever thought about long distance? So anyway, thank you for joining me. That's tonight's pillow talk. Hope you enjoyed it and hope you will come back and see me again. And if you don't mind, hit the like button, comment, or even share and subscribe. I really, truly appreciate it. I thank you for coming and joining me and having some pillow talk with Toni-Marie. Hopefully you have a great night. Good night.